Welcome to one of buuteeq's interviews with hotel owners. We're here with Louie Feher-Peiker from Castle Marne. Let's start off, Louie, with you telling us a little bit about yourself, your property, and what you do.
Sure. My name is Louie Feher-Peiker. I'm here at the Castle Marne Bed and Breakfast in Denver, Colorado in the U.S. We are a 9-room bed and breakfast in an all-stone castle that was built in 1889. And we are a 3-generational inn. That means my in-laws, who are our partners, my wife, myself, and our 3 children are also part of the family business of 3 generations of innkeepers. And we've been doing this since 1989 when we renovated the house and opened it on its 100th anniversary as a 9-room bed and breakfast inn here right on the edge of downtown Denver.
A castle in Colorado. Wow, I bet you have a pretty good story behind that.
I do, actually. It's quite fascinating. What's fun about it is that as a stone castle, obviously, it's holding its own. It's able to live well, but it was built as the first house away from downtown Denver. So this was the start of the new neighborhoods of Denver away from downtown. So it was built up on the hill. The area is called Capitol Hill, and it's actually in what is known as the Wyman Historic District. So this was built as a show home. It had all the amenities of the day: running water, gas, electricity, hot water, heat in the radiators that we still use, gas radiators in the fireplaces so it never actually burned wood to keep pollution and things like that away. So, and 22-inch thick stone walls, which were poured only about an hour from here in the Castle Rock area. So it's a very cool building, and our architect, Mr. William Lang, is very recognized for having built over 300 buildings during the late 1800s. Wow. And this is one of only about 100 still left.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What kind of guests do you normally receive? Are they adventurers?
You know, we get a pretty good cross-section of all kinds of things. We've been here, as I mentioned, since 1989, so 23 years of slowly building our client base. We have everything from business travelers during the week to getaways and honeymooners on the weekends, birthdays. Travelers from Europe. Travel has really picked up from Europe an awful lot. About 50% of our business is within 50 miles of here. And then the other half, literally from across the country, coming for 2, 3, 4 days of conferences or work or travel from abroad on holiday. So it kind of runs the gamut across all the different types, and people who are looking for an intimate and unique type of stay away from a conventional hotel.
Yeah, and I'm sure they see, oh, cool, I get to stay in a castle in America. That's an awesome experience.
Very true. It's funny, that's one of our key words. Almost more than bed and breakfast, we have a very good name recognition of Castle Marne, but castle is the key thing that most people look for to find us.
I bet. Tell me a little bit more about your occupancy. What's your average rate for the rooms in your castle, and how do you usually fill up during the busy seasons?
You know, we've had a very good summer this year. Rebuilding, obviously, from 9/11, as most places have been. Our rooms range anywhere from $110 a night to $270. Mm-hmm. That kind of runs the gamut of rooms. We have 3 rooms with private 2-person hot tubs out on their own balconies.
Wow.
3 rooms with original claw-footed tubs and shower rings. 2 rooms with jacuzzi tubs in the rooms themselves. And then some smaller rooms, but all private baths. We have Wi-Fi throughout the house. The guest office, which is where I'm at right now on the 3rd floor, which was originally the ballroom. So our rooms range comparable basically to being in downtown, around an average of, say, 170 to 220. But the key, obviously, is also not only the high level of concierge level service, but we offer an afternoon tea from 4:30 until 6 every afternoon to our guests. A full sit-down breakfast in the original formal dining room of the house, which is dubbed the Peacock Room because we have a huge peacock window as our stained glass window. And we serve a full captain's service breakfast in there every morning at 2 separate seatings, either 7 and 8:30 during the week for our business travelers or 8 and 9:30 on weekends and holidays.
Gosh, you're making me wish I was there right now. I could use a nice big breakfast. at the
Anytime.
moment.
We look forward to it. You bet. You bet. Now,
So how what do you think is what would you say is the best channel that you use to fill your occupancy right now? Is it online travel agencies? Is it walk-in business? Paper, print, or is it online marketing?
I will definitely tell you paper print is kind of going the way of the dodo bird. It's never been very good for us, but where most of our business comes from still is a good bit is word of mouth, but our web presence has been key to our success probably for easily the last 10 plus
Hmm.
years. It's mostly the web, and that is why boutique was so key for us as well as a part of that, because it literally was a significant component for our strategic next steps.
So it sounds like you've been in the online marketing game for quite some time. You're definitely no new blood to the system. Why, after such a long time working on it yourself, did you decide to move over to boutique? What are the major things that we have been able to help you with?
It's interesting. You're right. I have been involved in not only the online marketing, but actually as an IT database and tool builder for government contractors, all kinds of industries. But suffice it to say, I know how to program things and had been doing it for a long time for the family business. I couldn't do enough things fast enough, and to have other people, the rest of the family, our general manager, others, help in putting content on our site fast enough and completely enough without my technical expertise. And that was becoming a real hindrance because everyone is looking to find up-to-the-minute information and an incredibly well-presented platform. And when I saw Boutique, and yeah, you guys got me with your hook of the free map and all that, which I thought was very intriguing, and it was very, very well done on Facebook, and that was one of the things we were getting ready to deploy. When I saw that, I said, why am I working this hard? I know I can do it, but am I being effective in my marketing and getting everyone else to help? And then when I talked to your folks, I didn't get a sales pitch. I got, this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is how we support you. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
can I sign up now? Because you had me at, this is how we help you. That was great.
Well, that's fantastic. So with boutique, you of course you've got the social integration with Facebook. You've got the mobile template. You have optimized SEO. What of all of the different offerings that boutique helps you with do you find most valuable to your particular establishment?
I'm going to give you three key things. One, the support I had to be able to launch this in a relatively short period of time, but we needed to get the system up and deployed quickly. And I had help from a handful of your folks who were very willing and ready to work with us. One, the level of professionalism and commitment by all of your people. Two, the caliber of the site as it came up was immediately noticed by everyone in terms of how easy it was to navigate, how professional and comfortable it looked, our ability to extend it and expand it. There's a couple of things that we're still working on. We'd like to be able to do some things with calendars and maybe a little bit more opportunity to do some HTML types of codes. We're getting around those and making those work. Those are not deal breakers. And I know some people coming from old school would say, but I got to have more control. I'll tell you, you got more than enough. And the platform is very robust. And finally, the third, this has been amazing to me. As long as we've been on the web, when we turned on with Boutique, our ratings in Google Analytics went through the roof. The SEO that not only me, but everyone else, my wife, my in-laws, our general manager, when we write more content, put more pages out, which is key, the SEO work and everything else, we have experienced going from a couple of pages being viewed to almost 9 pages being viewed. The stickiness of people hanging out on our website has gone from a couple of minutes max to upwards of 13 minutes staying online with us. It's been huge, and when we put new content out on pages, which is obviously key, we're able to start putting more and more things out and tying back to other people. The the rankings of moving us up quickly and having us be found on certain keywords that we optimize for just by putting them on the pages are happening within a couple of days. It is so cool that I can focus on doing my videos and all the other things that we need as opposed to worrying about the website. So those are my three key things.
And
So,
I'm so happy to hear this from you because this is one of the big messages that I'm the marketing manager. I do a lot of marketing. This is one of the big messages we really try and push is,
right?
you've got your hotel. We want you to work on your hotel and all the things that you're passionate about. Trust us. We'll take care of the SEO. We'll take care of the information architecture. We will make sure that your web presence is as optimized as absolutely possible. And I'm absolutely thrilled that this has really been paying off for you.
Oh yeah, it has. We've gotten so much. I can't qualify it specifically like I can those other numbers for you yet, but I do know that with people seeing our website, seeing the content, being able to reach it mobilely, your mobile component is phenomenal. We've had more bookings and extended bookings having the boutique as our platform, and I can say unequivocally it's been worth every penny. I wish we would have had it earlier. And I got new, but I only expect even bigger and better things. And I've actually had a couple of folks call me, and I couldn't get them to move on your platform fast enough because I think it's that good.
Well, that is great, great news for me to hear. I'm so glad it's working well. One of the things that really interests me about your story is, obviously you have this amazing castle in a very in a place where you wouldn't expect to find it. Just on a personal note, what would you say was the thing that really inspired you to become a hotelier and to jump into this game?
Unemployment.
Oh, that's a good one.
A very simple decision. My wife came from the hotel and restaurant business. My father-in-law was in sales, and about 3 weeks before Christmas, now 25 years ago, they were both laid off from their respective positions. And we all got together as a family, the four of us, and said, okay, what are we going to do? My mother-in-law was a teacher. I was still in the IT industry. And we said, well, restaurants are way too hard. We love to have and entertain people and cook and all that. What do you think about a bed and breakfast? So we went out and we found this wonderful castle. We actually were across the street on a cold and snowy day and had the opportunity to buy Denver's oldest bed and breakfast and just make that our own. And then we looked across the street to a building that had been sitting vacant for almost 7 years with everything from serious water damage and plumbing problems from the inside to just down around its knees. But it had great bones. And we said, all right, let's put it together. And we put a business plan together and shopped it to just over 100 banks. Finally got someone to buy into our dream. Bought it August 1st on a bridge loan of 88. Took about almost 6 months to get the rest of the financing. On Valentine's Day of 89, 15th of February, we started work. And August 1st of 89, on its 100th anniversary, we opened as a 9-room inn and have been going at it ever since. So this is what you do when the going gets tough.
That's a really inspiring story. Do you have any tips for aspiring hoteliers?
Sure, I got a few. If you can and you like to share your life with the rest of the world, this is a fantastic business. You're not going to get rich in it, but you will have a level of satisfaction and accomplishment and meeting people and sharing your story, your vision, and your home every day that is unparalleled. We talk about the high hug factor along with this high tech factor that's a part of what we do here. We're also very fortunate, as I mentioned, as 3 generations of in. All 3 of our kids have been born into the business, and they're all a part of it. When you go to our website at castlemarne.com, you get to see videos and pictures and all of that about the kids and the family and what we do and things. And it's an amazing thing to do, but you do it because you want to share. And for us, we also get to be a steward of a fantastic building that our job is to be able to shepherd it and have it available to others to experience a piece of history that doesn't hardly exist anymore. And I'd say do it, but it is a lot of hard work. We offer internships. We'll take you on for 6 months, clean the rooms and cook the meals. Do it that way. Learn about it. Don't be shy. My wife actually has done videos about how to do weddings at bed and breakfasts. We've done courses on how to open your inn. We're glad to share. That's part of what we give back, and that's why we're also here. But do it with eyes wide open, knowing that it's 24/7, 365. And if you have the opportunity, have some partners, have some family, have everyone buy into it, because it's key. It can be a high burnout, but it's very satisfying, and it's an amazing lifestyle.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic opportunity. I have to admit, if I were younger and if I wanted to get into the bed and breakfast business, I would sell my blood to work in an awesome castle like yours. So
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so very much for helping us with this interview, and of course for being a boutique customer. And we really, really appreciate it, all of your insight, all of your experience, and for helping us today.
Gladly, Brandon, and anytime we can do anything to help out, count us in. We're there to help, and we're proud to be a part of the boutique family. We always talk about it. So